There are 4 guys that don't fit onto the tiers, the pyramid, because it's 7 levels. These are the 4. Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, Marcus Mariota, Mitch Trubisky. These are 4 guys who are starting quarterbacks, meaning they are currently starting quarterbacks, but we know Mariota and Trubisky are career backups, and Lock is a career backup, and Jones will soon be a career backup, so they don't even get ranked. Now, to guys who are starting quarterbacks but are the bottom tier, let's reveal it, please. Mac Jones, Davis Mills, Justin Fields, Carson Wentz, Zach Wilson, Tua Tagovailoa, and Jared Goff. So with Justin Fields, we have not seen enough. Davis Mills, I actually like some of the things I've seen, but I haven't seen enough. Carson Wentz is an interesting one because he is better than all of the guys on this tier, except for when it matters most, in which case he is worse than all of the guys on this tier. Zach Wilson, the only reason he's not a row lower is because of his draft pedigree. Tua, you guys know, I think he's going to lose his job, and Jared Goff is Jared Goff. The reason I haven't explained the Mac Jones thing is I have an inkling we might be arguing about it. Row up, next row. These are the quarterbacks that are 16 to 21. Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, fine regular season players. Baker Mayfield, again, good year, bad year, good year, bad year. Jalen Hurts, we have seen flashes. I have concerns about his long-term viability. Jameis Winston, some doofus said Bleacher Report called him a dark horse MVP and then couldn't stop calling him that, but he did have his moments where he tore his ACL. And then Trey Lance, who I trust the evaluators. I trust John Lynch. I trust Kyle Shanahan, and I trust that in that offense he's going to be excellent. So there it is. All of those guys, Brew, are by definition below average NFL starting quarterbacks. Or I guess one of them would be average, the 16th guy. It's 16 to 20. It's 16 to 28 in the NFL. There are the guys, and you can kind of, do your own deductions to figure out who the top 15 is. But we'll reveal the order tomorrow. What's up, Brew? What you look like you have a sense of consternation.
Yeah, I do. Not a good start, Nick. Not a good start. First of all,
Why?
I told you, Tua, I get it. If you want to rank him low now, even though he's 13-8 on a team that had a horrible offensive line and not a ton of weapons for him to throw to.
You want Tua higher?
But you're going to eat those words. He will move up your pyramid. All right, this year. I told you he's going to break out. Secondly, to have Trey Lance. Yeah. Trey Lance above guys who have made, 4 of those guys on the bottom tier have made Pro Bowls. All right, and even the guys below that tier made Pro Bowls. Jared Goff has led a team to the Super Bowl. Made 2 Pro Bowls, thrown for 4,600 plus yards twice. And you got Trey Lance, who's having his throwing motion rebuilt, who's got questions about his accuracy. You've got him already ahead of these guys? That's a travesty. All right? And Baker Mayfield shouldn't be ahead of Jared Goff either. All right? So
Jared Goff,
this is
caping for Jared Goff?
Well, I'm caping for him when you put him below Trey Lance and below Baker Mayfield. Yeah. Has Baker done half of what Jared Goff has done? No. He hasn't.
Baker won a playoff game.
So you like Baker's personality,
Jared Goff won
but
2.
He's not better than Jared Goff.
Good for him. Okay, so Baker won 1 and Jared Goff won 2. I'm very happy.
Literally had to take. Baker Mayfield literally had to give up money for Carolina to take him. I mean, come on.
Jared
what
Goff,
are we talking about? Put him down there with the rest of them.
Had to include a first-round pick to get the Lions to take Jared Goff. My apologies that Jared Goff wasn't selfless enough to also take less money the way Baker Mayfield did. Maybe Jared Goff doesn't have all that progressive money rolling in like Baker does, where he can just shave off some dollars. First of all, I can't believe that Brew used his time to cape for Tua Tagovailoa and Jared Goff. Like, I don't even need to respond to it. Obviously, we haven't seen Trey Lance.
Against Trey Lance.
But okay,
so why
that's
is he
fine.
Up there?
Because I trust John Lynch, I trust Kyle Shanahan, and while I know Mike Silver and Colin Cowherd are doing anti-Trey Lance narratives. My guy Peter Schrager, I listened to him the other day, said now that Jimmy is out of the building and it's Trey's team, the team is gravitating towards him. He has been taking over mini camps and he likes it. And you know what? Because it fits my narrative, I trust Schrager. How about that? Take that, Mike Silver and Colin Cowherd. Schrager says what I want to hear, so I trust it. Yeah, just letting you know.
It's
Schrager does. I don't know if you guys are aware. Hey, Wilds, I don't know if you're aware, but Schrager does work for this little company called the NFL. He actually works for the NFL. So I'm going to trust his information. Okay. Go ahead, Wilds.
All right. Okay. Do you mean, is it the same Schrager who is co-president of the Mac Jones fan club? Is that the Schrager you're talking about?
Yeah, he's wrong on that one.
You stepped into one there. Is it the same Schrager talking about Mac Jones, sneaky MVP? Is the same guy? Okay, great. I trust him too. And just for the record, everybody, I'm going to focus my time on the baby goat, Mac Jones. And I subscribe with my whole heart that you do not need to put out another man's candle to make yours brighter. But I do have to just state some facts about the players on the bottom row. We'll start with Davis Mills. I actually think he's okay. He's got a long neck. Did win 2 games.
Wide
Justin
neck.
Fields, he's got some potential too. He went 3-7. Well, I don't think it's wide. I think it's more long than wide.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Carson Wentz, he missed
pretty long.
Sorry. Okay, Carson Wentz. He had a good season until he went down to Jacksonville, missed the playoffs, and then the Colts kicked him out. So that's 2 franchises that have given up on him. Zach Wilson, again, have some potential. You had a great pro day. You won 3 games. Tua, probably underrated. Maybe he'll do something. I'm tired of Tua bashing. Jared Goff, he won 3 games. And then the other guy there in the front, what did he do? Well, he won 10 games. Hit the gritty in the Pro Bowl and completed 68% of his passes, which is second best all-time amongst rookies, first being Dak. And if you want to trash, Nick, the old Mac Jones, you know what? Maybe you got a point. But what about the new Mac Jones? Oh, he's hitting the weight room, and he's not working out with exercise balls and trying to do some odd tennis ball thing. That guy's pumping iron, looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 70s documentary.
Okay.
Then how...
There are 4 guys that don't fit onto the tiers, the pyramid, because it's 7 levels. These are the 4. Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, Marcus Mariota, Mitch Trubisky. These are 4 guys who are starting quarterbacks, meaning they are currently starting quarterbacks, but we know Mariota and Trubisky are career backups, and Lock is a career backup, and Jones will soon be a career backup, so they don't even get ranked. Now, to guys who are starting quarterbacks but are the bottom tier, let's reveal it, please. Mac Jones, Davis Mills, Justin Fields, Carson Wentz, Zach Wilson, Tua Tagovailoa, and Jared Goff. So with Justin Fields, we have not seen enough. Davis Mills, I actually like some of the things I've seen, but I haven't seen enough. Carson Wentz is an interesting one because he is better than all of the guys on this tier, except for when it matters most, in which case he is worse than all of the guys on this tier. Zach Wilson, the only reason he's not a row lower is because of his draft pedigree. Tua, you guys know, I think he's going to lose his job, and Jared Goff is Jared Goff. The reason I haven't explained the Mac Jones